What up? It's your boy Sweatshirt back again. Although after today, I might have to change my name from Sweatshirt to Poopy Pants, Young Poopy Bottom, something to that effect. Because, well, I pooped my pants on the way to work today, which was really not cool. It left me with a big mess, and I basically ruined a pair of underwear and a pair of pants. So it's unfortunate, but the cool part was I got to leave work. Got to go home, and that gave me time to make this video. So pros and cons to everything, but here we are. I pooped my pants. All right, anyways, let's get into it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about our boy Luigi. Not Luigi specifically, but more so about the McDonald's worker that provided the tip to the local police that subsequently led to his arrest. So, I saw some things on Twitter, Reddit, online, and it kind of seems like a lot of people, the consensus is like, this McDonald's worker isn't going to get their reward money, which is 60,000. That's not it's not chump change exactly. But yeah, it seems like people are kind of jumping the gun here and just getting real upset that this person is not getting their reward money. But I don't know. I don't know if I think it might be a little early to say for certain that's the case. But let's see. Let's take a look at a couple of these things. All right. Yeah. So here's one on Twitter. Right. It's got 7.2 million views, 17,000 retweets, 222,000 likes, and I don't know who this person is, but they said Judas ain't even getting his silver. The bizarre reason why McDonald's worker might not receive their $60,000 reward for identifying Luigi Mangione. I don't know how to say his last name. Very Italian name, though. So you can see 7.2 million people viewed this, got some replies. This is Democracy Manifest. The way it has been so well documented, like that they never actually pay these people, but they still fall for it. I don't know if there's any evidence of that. I would be curious to see the evidence. I'd be so pissed. So yeah. And then, we see it again, same thing over here on Reddit. Different tweet. McDonald's employees going to get shafted on the reward, aren't they? Karmic chef's kiss. What'd this one do? 12K upvotes, 528 comments from white people Twitter. I don't know. I just found it on Reddit. This is truly the best outcome after snitching. They don't get rewarded for what they've done, and the glaring lack of care by the government and unwillingness to give citizens what they deserve is further demonstrated. Anyone who's a true crime nerd knows they never actually pay out. Again, I don't know. I've never. I would like to see the evidence of that, but it just seems like everyone on the internet right now is kind of jumping to this person's not getting paid. Here's the reason why, and we can look at it here in a second. And I don't want this to sound like I'm sucking the government's dick. You know what I'm saying? They are fully capable of screwing this person over, and coming up with a reason that they don't get their money. I think that's definitely a possibility, and I hope it doesn't happen. I truly hope this person does get their reward money, because $60,000 is nice. Fuck. I mean, I'd take 60K. So I hope they do, and I'm not sucking the government's dick. They're fully capable of it. But I saw an article online that kind of lays out the process for it. I didn't really know there was a process before this. I thought it was just like you provided the tip, and then they arrest them, and then they contact you and say, hey, you know, your information got this guy arrested, let us catch him, so let's get you paid out. But let's see. So I skimmed over this article a little bit, but let's see where it says. Oh, yeah, this was funny. The search intensified over the weekend when the FBI joined the New York Police Department in the investigation, adding an additional $50,000 reward to the NYPD's $10,000. Bro, 10,000, a $10,000 reward from New York, from the NYPD to lead to the arrest of a person that murdered the United Healthcare CEO is it's pretty laughable. I mean, 10,000 is crazy. Not that I have fucking $10,000 to throw around, but from the NYPD, surely they could have offered a bigger reward. It seems like people kind of agree that that was pretty laughable. But the FBI put up an additional 50,000, so bringing it to 60,000. That's pretty good. My fucking mouse just died, dude. 1 second. All right, we're back. I don't know why I got a wireless mouse. Okay. So, let's see if we can find it here. When law enforcement agencies are asking for public assistance in finding a shooter, not just any tip that proves useful will be rewarded with the $60,000. A tip would have to not only lead to the arrest of a suspect, but a conviction as well. Until a trial can be held and a perpetrator is convicted in a court of law or at least indicted, no one will be eligible for the reward. So yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. I think you guys were the NYPD and FBI, right? Were requesting information to find that person to lead to the arrest. So I think if you provide that information and they're arrested, you should definitely just get it then, right? Because that's what they're asking for. I don't think you should have to wait till the whole trial is done to get your reward, right? Because they weren't asking you for information about the court case itself, right? I don't know if you'd be used as a witness or something. So I don't know. That seems weird that you'd have to wait that long, but maybe that's their system in place. To be eligible for a reward through the FBI, you would first have to be nominated by a U.S. investigating agency, such as the Department of Defense or the FBI, to receive the reward. According to the FBI's website, a person who provided information cannot self-nominate. An interagency committee then reviews the nomination and its legal eligibility. If it is determined that the information provided merits a reward, the suggestion is passed to the Secretary of State, who makes a final decision. In federal cases, the Attorney General must also agree. FBI doesn't generally announce that a reward has been paid out, doesn't share information. Cool. Alright, so being found eligible for even being approved for a reward doesn't guarantee the receipt of a specific amount of funds. Reward payments are based on multiple factors, the FBI says, including the value of the information provided, the level of threat mitigated by the information received, severity of danger or injury to U.S. persons or property, threat, risk faced by the source of and his and her or and his/her family, and the degree of a source's cooperation. A payment to a source may be any amount up to the total dollar amount of an advertised reward. So, yeah, it looks like the FBI or some agency has to nominate the person. They can't just say they can't self-nominate. But that makes sense, right? I think it makes sense. I don't know. I think that the FBI, someone I'm sure would say, hey, this person provided the information. Let's look at their eligibility, right? Then a committee reviews it and they determine, okay, how important was this information? Did it directly lead to their arrest? Did they put themselves in danger and all that? So I didn't know there was a process involved, but it seems like they got something set up for this. So I don't know. Again, I don't think it's right that they have to wait that long, right, until after the trial, and they have to wait until they get a conviction. And I definitely don't like that a payment to a source may be any amount up to the total dollar amount of an advertised reward. I'm sure that's something the committee looks at, like, how much is this information deserving of? But if you provide the information that leads to that person's arrest, I think you should for sure get the total amount. Um, so it seems like this is kind of what people were getting held up on or getting real upset about, right? Is the eligibility stuff. And in this tweet, and maybe this one, I'm not sure, but they reference this Unilad. The fuck do you call this? Whatever. Publishment. I don't know. Anyways, they reference this Unilad piece a lot, and it's kind of leads you to believe like it's been decided that they're probably not getting this, which I think is it's just too early to say that for sure. So I don't know. Again, I'm not a fucking government fanboy and like, oh, for sure this person's gonna get treated right by our government and they're gonna get the full amount. I'm not saying that, but I just think it's a little early to come to that conclusion. It seems like there's a process in place which I had no idea about. But it seems like there's a whole process set up, right, to get this person paid out. And I really hope they do get paid out. I actually went on the electronic tip line for the FBI. And so even if this McDonald's worker did pull up this website and they were like, hey, I'm going to, submit this tip. And maybe they saw this, right? If this is an emergency, call 911. Do not submit this form. So I think it would be totally understandable, right, if the McDonald's worker said, hey, I was going to use the tip form, but I thought it might be an emergency. I didn't know if this guy was dangerous. I thought it may have been an emergency, so that's why I contacted the local police. I think that's totally valid. And again, I really just hope this person gets paid out. Oh, here it is. Just wanted to thank Luigi for coming to my stall between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on December 4th, 2024. It was really helpful when you put new hay in my stall. Dude, I love these memes. I love how everyone's like, hey, just wanted to shout out my friend Luigi who, was definitely here 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on December 4th, 2024. Dude, that shit's hilarious how everyone has kind of band together in defense of this guy. Not saying, murder is cool, but, it seems like people aren't too upset about this greedy healthcare CEO being killed, so it's pretty awesome. So yeah, I just wanted to take a little time to talk about that today because I saw people kind of getting up in arms about it, but I really do think it's too early to make a decision, and it's definitely something I'll keep an eye out on, and hopefully we see this person get paid for the information that led to the shooter's arrest.